My name is Chris and I am the Algo Man here on TikTok, and welcome to today's recap. And I gotta tell you something, today's recap is all about one theme, and that's hunting elephants. That's right, baby. We're not here for scalps, we're not here for quick flips. We're loading up the full suite of tools and going after the big swings in the NASDAQ 100 futures. And to do that, we use two specialized technical charts. The first one is a cycle chart, which is this bad boy right here. This is used to identify the early onset of a trend. And then we're going to use a trend chart to confirm the continuation and structure. We're going to run this bad boy from the market open all the way through noontime. And the signals, guys, that we're going to actually get are going to be some of the cleanest I've seen in a while, okay? Now, focus on this because this is a two-part process to make sure that you understand, guys, the whole process of how this works. So let's hit it, guys. You had momentum all the way down and you had cycle below the zero line right here. All right. So this is kind of pointing to a market that is likely going to go down if momentum doesn't go back up and follow cycles. First bar of the day, beauty. Look at that beauty right there. Okay. And what happened? Momentum sunk. Now we're not going to chase or do anything with the first bar of the day. But check this out. This is the second bar of the day, and momentum is all the way down here. You know, guys, it might be a good time if you see something like this. If cycle ran its full course all the way up here and momentum is all the way below the threshold, wouldn't you think it's a good time to pause and ask yourself, could this be the early onset of a trend? Well, the only way you're going to know that is if you flip over to your trend chart, which is this chart right here, guys. This is your trend chart, okay? This is the chart that you'll use to determine whether or not you're in the early onset of a trend on your cycle chart. And what do we see? We got a trifecta of confirmations right here. Number one, we've got cycle below zero. We've got momentum pretty darn close to the zero line right here. You have a shift in momentum already taking place right out of the gate. And we've also got ScalpMO below the threshold. So how many confirmations do we see? 1, 2, 3, and it certainly ain't going up, okay? So if you saw the early onset of a trend on your cycle chart and you flipped over here and you looked at your trend chart and you just confirmed the ABC process that I've shown you guys how to do, guys, there is no question in my mind that this is the early onset of a trend. Everything lines up right here, okay? So that's the case. Let's go ahead and we will pull the trigger on this bad boy to take a short. And we will ride this bad boy until we actually get a signal to tell us to get out of the trade. So here we go, guys. Cycle one, your trend is, the beginning of the trend is being confirmed right here. You just had the end of cycle number one right there. So if you have two cycle rotations on any given one of these turns, guys, this is the first one right here. You definitely are in trend mode right there, okay? We have a little bit of a tilt here above the threshold, but it sunk back in right here. Okay, very tiny tilt as we began the early onset of a trend right there. This is the start of cycle number two right here, and you've got a little bit of a tilt right there, guys. I wouldn't mind taking the trade off right there if I needed to. Let's just make sure we get a nice clean crossing right there. So
order filled.
We'll go ahead and take it off right there. We got a nice clean crossing to the upside. And this was about halfway through cycle number two. And this might be the second leg of this trade coming down right here. Yeah, that looks like it's the second leg of the trade right there.
Order filled.
Coming down. Let me see if I can take a quick hit on that one. Yeah, it is right there. Definitely coming down. And you're getting close to the end of this is the end of cycle number two right here, guys. So if you wanted to pop out of the trade at the end of cycle number two, might not be a bad idea to do that.
Order filled.
That's it. I don't think there's anything else. We actually just got a crossing above the yellow line right there too, which is, you know, pretty much telling you that this trade is likely fizzling out right there. So the end of cycle number two, and look at this, guys. We had cycle one, cycle two, the end. There's nothing else left in this trade. That was the downside early morning sell-off right there. So if it's at the 0.80 level right here, guys, and you've got momentum falling, let's go and take a quick peek at our trend chart. Maybe that's the early onset of a trend. Here we go, right here. Okay, you've got cycle in momentum below zero. You've got a small shift in momentum to the downside. You're right here at the cusp of your, ScalpMO right there, which tells you that, yeah, there's gonna be a roll to the downside, but don't hold your breath that it might be a strong roll to the downside, okay? Look at how tightly these guys are moving.
Order
Let's see what
filled.
happens if we just take an experimental short right here. That's, you know what? That is probably gonna be it right there. Yeah, that's it.
Order filled.
All right, that was a $50 winner. Nothing to rave about right there. Got out right there, guys. So let's go ahead and bring back not as strong of a move. Let me pause it because, anytime you have one of these trades, there's always a learning experience behind it, okay? So we saw that cycle and momentum were below zero. We saw a shift in momentum right here. But look at this bad boy right here, guys. It was inside the threshold when we pulled the trigger right here. And if price, as measured by the cyan line, isn't outside the threshold, you really don't have a chance that it's really going to run. And look at this, guys. It just went sideways, came down 3 bars, went sideways, and then right back up again. Not as high of a conviction trade as we saw in the first instance right here, when you had all 3 of these, in your favor. Right here, you had one of the 2 that was just kind of stuck to the side going sideways, and it really didn't provide as quality of an entry as we would have liked. So now that we're done with that, let's come back here to the cycle chart, and we'll just go ahead and see where we see the, the next opportunity with this, okay? Ask yourself right here, guys, this is the bar. Is this the early onset of a trend to the upside, okay? You've got momentum above the threshold, above 0.90. So let's come back. We'll do the process we normally follow, okay? Now look at this, okay? You have a nice shift in momentum. Look at how nice the lines are diverged, okay? And you have cycle above 0, and you have momentum pretty darn close to the 0 line right there, I'd say, wouldn't you? Okay, and we've got ScalpMO above the 0.43 threshold, which is something that this last trade didn't have right here. You see that? So you see the difference between this and this? Okay, so now you've got the trifecta, guys. You've got A, B, C. And if you do, hey, you know what? This is a potential trade to the upside right there. And there we go, guys. It broke right through the 80-bar VWAP. And how did we know it was going to break through the 80-bar VWAP? Well, you had cycle number 2 right there, which is smack daddy right here at the 80-bar VWAP, okay? This is an incredible amount of force that's going to push price up. And you've also got a huge gap between the 0 line and momentum as well, which means that price is going to continue rising. And here we go, guys. We're ending the end of cycle number 2 right there. And we're pretty close right there. That's right there at the spot. I will go ahead and
order filled.
Take that trade off. That was not a bad trade. That went from 0.93 all the way to 242, guys, okay? That is a huge run in price, okay? If you're right here at the end of cycle number 2 and you have the purple line hitting the top of the region-wide threshold, guys, there's nothing else left in the trade. Now that we finished the first rotation, the second rotation, we're going to bring back our cycle chart, because here with our cycle chart, we want to see whether or not there are any other opportunities to potentially take this to the upside or the downside with momentum, okay? Alrighty, guys, so it sunk below the threshold again right here. So let's go ahead and see if this is the early onset of a potential trend that we can potentially take here, okay? So what do we have, okay? We have momentum down. We have cycle down. We've got a nice little shift in momentum here, and you've got this bad boy all the way down as well. So if you wanted to take a trade to the downside right here, then that's probably it right there.
Order filled.
Whenever ScalpMO sinks all the way right here towards the bottom, this is telling you that price is completely exhausted. So here's the way I look at this, all right? If price is already exhausted all the way at the bottom, and if I go back to a lot of these instances right here, okay, you don't really see ScalpMO sinking all the way at the bottom, with the exception of the early morning swing right here, and that's probably the exception right there. But during the course of the day right there, guys, right here, this is kind of telling you that price might just be getting a little bit overextended, okay? Now, don't take this by itself. In other words, just don't look at this and say, all right, well, I heard Chris say that if ScalpMO on the trend chart falls all the way to the bottom, I should be cautious. You should, in combination with your primary execution tool, which is PureMO right here, okay? So here's what I want you to look at. If ScalpMO is telling you that price might be getting a little bit overextended, and you're all the way here with PureMO at the bottom, okay, at your like 0.90 threshold, okay? Question is, guys, do you want to hold on to the trade to see what happens? If you're already overextended in one area, and again, you shouldn't take this by itself as a signal to get out. You should look at what's happening here. Is this also overextended all the way here to the bottom? And if it is, do you kind of want to wait around and see what might potentially happen? Or do you perhaps want to take a swing and just take it off and see whether or not there's going to be continuation to the downside? What would you do in this situation? You type it in the comment box right there. What would you guys do? Okay, Prosper said he would exit. Vivian says exit as well. And Miles says exit. And Samba Barbie says exit. Okay, excellent, guys. Beauty. So we're going to go ahead and do exactly just that right there. We're going to go ahead and buy this bad boy back. You guys were absolutely right. Congratulations. You guys were absolutely right. Because you see, whenever it gets all the way down here, it may not cross and then tilt up. But if it gets all the way down here, guys, and you're also having Scalpel telling you, hey, guys, it might be a little bit overextended. You know what? You better err on the side of caution. And you guys were absolutely right to point this out and tell me, hey, to exit the trade right here. Otherwise, this here would have taken all the profits from your entry over here. Bring back our cycle chart, and we got a nice little cycle going up. That was a dud. You got momentum climbing up right there. Let's just give it another bar and see what happens. See if it really climbs. Okay, well, that's the bar right there, and it's already in there, and it's flat with 0.90. You can't see it because it's inside of 0.90 right there. So if it's there at 0.90, let's see if there is any show and tell on the trend chart over here. Oh, well, look at this, guys. Okay, you got cycle above zero, momentum about to cross right there. You've got a nice shift in momentum to the upside right there. And you've got a peak above 0.43 right there with ScalpMO. So if we wanted to take a trade, let's go ahead and take a long trade.
Order filled.
Okay, and we've got the beginning of cycle number one right here. Just kind of, if you notice the cyan line going all the way up, this is the end of cycle number one right there. And you've got the beginning of what appears to be a trend right here. Momentum is moving really nice to the upside, and we will keep this in place until we actually get our signal here from PureMO to actually exit the trade. Oh, and this looks like it's about to fade out on us, guys. Look at this. Keep an eye right here on your... It's very close to hitting the threshold right there. That's it.
Order filled.
That is it right there. And that's it. There's nothing else. That's 232 all the way to 266. That's still a huge move to the upside, and this would have been the commencement of cycle number two right there. And let me just kind of bring back the cycle chart over here, guys. This is how it would have played out in the cycle chart right here. Okay, so Vivian, if you were using the cycle chart with 7, this is how it would have played out on this chart right here. This would have been cycle 1. This would have been cycle 2. So cycle 1 would have began here and ended here, and the reason why is because this bad boy had sunk up right there. And cycle 2 would have began right here, and it would have ended right smack right there. You almost had a third cycle in the cycle chart beginning there, and it ended really quick right there. There you go, guys. This is hunting elephants 101. Right there. You don't rush. You don't guess. You wait. And waiting is one of the biggest flaws a lot of traders have, because they get very impatient in the process of wanting to execute a trade. They start getting FOMO, they think they're going to miss out, and they start chasing after trades that don't make sense. If you're going to elephant hunt, guys, you got to be in the bush and you got to wait, okay? And our cycle chart, it gave us the first clue right here. Let me bring it over here, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and illustrate that. I'll kind of walk you guys through a little bit of the process I use right here. It gave us the first clue right here, guys, when it sunk right there below the threshold, okay? Right there, first clue, okay? You had an early slope shift, and then you had the CYMO cross right there, okay? Slope shift right there, CYMO cross right here to the downside, okay? That's early onset. That's where the trend chart comes in, okay? And, you know, so you stop there, you flip it over to your trend chart over here, okay? And what do you see here on the trend chart? We saw that PureMO kicked in right there. And we saw the trend structure start to build right here with momentum falling and cycle already falling, you know, in the previous session right there. And that's when it was time to lock and load. Okay, we hunted it clean, we sized it right, and we followed structure. All right, guys, today's playbook was the best of both worlds. You know, you had CYMO right here, guys, you know, that time the momentum shifts and cycles. You had PureMO over here, which confirmed when those moves actually had strength. And you had, obviously, your dynamic VWAP up here, you know, which helped us stay grounded as far as which direction price was actually moving, okay? This is what it looks like when all the tools speak the same language right here, guys, all right? You're not just reacting, you're executing with confidence. And that's what you're doing right there. Now, here's a challenge I like to issue to all of my subscribers. Your challenge today is load both your cycle and trend chart, replay from the open all the way till about 12 noon, exactly the way I did it right here, and mark the early onset of the cycle chart and confirm the continuation of the trend right here with this bad boy. Same settings. And if for some reason you need the settings, you know, we've got the chart setup channel over on our Discord that goes over the exact same settings that I'm using right here for each one of these tools in case you guys forgot, so you can make sure you have a second check on your chart to ensure that your settings are right, okay? This is next level edge, guys. Don't shortcut it, learn it, okay? Because on days like today, this is where it really shines, and this is where you want to be prepared to really take advantage of these trades.